And we are live. Welcome everybody to the Week 6 recap of the High Roll Draft League. As usual, I am your host and founder, aka just read the channel title. I'm the guy who runs this shit. Yeah. So, we've got 4 replays, really, for you guys to look at. So, I'm not really used to doing the whole solo thing. You're gonna have to forgive me, at least for a little bit here. I don't normally do the solo thing. God, I'm all over the place. Okay. High Roll Draft League, Week 6. The first battle I'm going to show you guys is, I just have these up in like a random order, really, so I might as well, just to give the opportunity for some co-coms and stuff to come in here. I'm going to start this up with my match. I went up against Jack, and right off the bat, you're going to notice I brought some stuff I don't normally bring. To be more specific, we wound up bringing both Lycan Rock Midnight, who up until this point had not used at all, Giflore, who I also had not used at all, much to Unstable's dismay, and Snorlax, who at this point had only been used once. And I intentionally did this because I didn't know what to prep for Jack, dude. Alright? Jack is literally the person who he throws shit together and it somehow works. So how do you prep for someone who can't even prep for himself? I don't know. By all means, if any of you have the answer, please let me know, because I would love to hear it. But with that out of the way, we're just gonna jump right into the replay, because some stuff happened and this was way too close for comfort, honestly. So I led up with Greg to see what it went into. He started out with the guard trap, which I was not having, so I swapped into a Rotom Walk. He opts to go for a Brick Break, which I was very confused about. He then proceeds to try to go for Route Rage, but it doesn't do enough. I take the opportunity to burn this guy because I want to lower this man's attack stat as best I can. At that point, I'd hard swap into Rule 63 Switch, who obviously he's locked into Outrage at this point, so I'm just gonna go for the immunity switch. He then hard swaps into the Blade, which I predict going into with a move list lower the special attack, but obviously it doesn't matter a whole lot. C2 switch into Fan Surface, and he opts to go for Iron Head, probably just particularly to stay in or something. He opts to go into his own Charizard, while I Mega Evolve into Zard X and D-Dance. And then proceed to Dragon Claw him. He lives on 1, and then Dragon Pulses me, although I do manage to live, and kill him with another Dragon Claw. Hi, Kevin.
Hello.
He then switches into Comical Knight, who kills Zard with Surf. At this point, I opt to go into Greg, just take the opportunity to set up Special Wall. He can't do much to me. I proceed to go into Curselax, and I'm just beginning to curse. That's just really what's going to happen here for a little bit. He proceeds to Outrage. It's just not going to do a whole lot. That did a whopping 14. You got to remember, this thing's burned. I'm now a +2 defense. Like, he can't touch me. He straight up cannot touch me. At this point, I get a little bit cocky. So I'm sitting here like, yeah, he can't kill me. Then proceeds to confuse himself. I have to get for another curse. He then hits himself with Confusion, which is press F. I get way too cocky for my own liking. He then proceeds to switch into Blade. I curse one more time. And then he uses my own strat versus Wade against me. He debonds, I clicked the Darkest Lariat button, and we both died. So, yeah. That happened. He then switches back into his Latias, which I kind of saw him doing, so I switched into Fable. Swaps into Venusaur, where I wish, with the express delivery of just switching into Vileplume, he's gonna knock me off, but, you know, I'm gonna get the wish, so I'll get my recovery. There it is. He opts to go into Arctozolt. I opt to go for the Substitute. That gets a nice setup. I can't live against this thing otherwise. I go for the Strength Sap because I want to mitigate any damage with Full Beat as best I can. He goes for the Freeze Dry, however, revealing his special Arctozolt. Why? I don't know. This is just how he is. I switch into Rock Midnight. At this point, I know he's choice because he's continuously freeze drying. I proceed to Stone Edge and crit him. Now here's the thing. This was Scarf Lightning. I didn't realize he was Scarf Lottie. I thought he was Specs. So yeah, that was a big misplay because I had built this thing to outspeed a Specs Lottie. There was no feasible way for me to outspeed a Scarf Lottie. It wasn't possible. So yeah. Just to say, that was an inopportune thing for me. I opt to switch into Clefable, knowing full well he has to switch. Fable just kind of destroys 2 out of the 4 mods he's got left, so that was just my best option. He opts to go for Toxic, but thankfully I predicted properly with the Protect. I hard swap into Vileplume, knowing that I'm not going to be able to be Toxic with it. He switches into Arctozolt. I opt to go for a Substitute again because, again, this Arctozolt OHKOs me when I'm not behind a sub. I cannot live what this Arctozolt does, so this is what I have to do. I do get a little bit lucky, and I crit with Sludge Bomb and Poison him on the same turn. He ends up having to switch into Venusaur. I opt to go for another Sludge Bomb, which does quite a bit of damage. Venusaur goes for Earthquake. I get in another Substitute. His Earthquakes are just doing a lot. So at this point, I'm going for Strength Sap because I want to lower the amount of damage he can do to the point where it no longer one-shots myself. So I have to go for another Substitute, obviously. At this point, Earthquake's no longer reliably one-hitting my sub. I go for Strength Sap again just to get my health back. He goes for Garchomp. I go for Sludge Bomb. Obviously, yeah, it's resisted, but it is what it is. He opts to go for extremely late game Stealth Rocks. And I end up killing Chomp with Giga Drain. He ends up switching into Venusaur, crits me, I lose my Substitute, hit him with Sludge Bomb. He can't possibly kill me in one turn, so I end up just finishing the job here. Before, however, I opt to go for another Substitute. At this point, I feel like I just kind of ended up toying with him. This stuff just wasn't necessary. I really could have just finished this with a Sludge Bomb. He would have been dead by now. But I wanted to make sure that I was behind a sub before he had Lottie or Arctozolt in. Because, again, if I'm not behind a sub with this thing, either of those Pokemon will one-shot me. So it was in my best interest to just set up now and then kill Venusaur. Which obviously that's what I ended up doing. So see, I'm at full health. Well, might as well be. He opts to go into Latias. I go into Clefable, just in case he's got Draco or something. He opted to go for an Ice Beam. At this point, he really can't do anything to me. I end up sweeping the kill with Moonblast. Obviously, he switches into his only option, which is his Poisoned Arctozolt. And at this point, I don't even need to do anything to him. He's going to die in a few turns. He cannot possibly kill all three of my Mons in the amount of time it would take. So it just turns into a little bit of a Protect Off. But it doesn't matter. Because he's going to die next turn. Like, I didn't even need to touch him. And that was my match. Also, high spooks.
Is that a man eating a scrimp?
Do you know my dad?
Oh, G.I. Joe. Also, I love the name. Water and water and water and water and water. So that was match 1. Match 2 was Clay versus Yaroon. So, first things first.
Oh, hey,
I need to change the music accordingly for this because Yaroon made a very special request for me. And that was
Is that green? No.
when it was time for his battle, I was to play a song to coincide with his champion, the House Mouse. So, I'm a man of my word. Yaroon, this is for you. Our climactic battle starts off with an Araquanid versus a Torracat.
Yes.
Play obstacles for a turn 1 fake out. Pretty standard stuff so far. He then proceeds to Parting Shot, pivoting into Officer Steelwool, aka Cobalion. Yaroon obstacle for some sticky webs. He wants to lower play speed as best he can. At this point, Kronk comes out to play. Play Ops to retaliate with some hazards of his own before Volt switching. Back into Torracat, remembering, for starters, yeah, Torracat speed lower. He opts to do this solely for the Intimidate, I'm sure. But as we can see, it's not enough. Drain Punch still did over half. Goes for a fake out again, just really trying to limit the amount of pressure. Just slowly trying to whittle this thing down. That's just what he has to do. He goes for Parting Shot, pivots into Mew. Not before Completor goes for a Facade, which, remember, he's at neutral right now. Because he doesn't get affected by the attack loss from Burn. That's part of Guts. He then proceeds to switch, obviously, into Latios, which causes him to take a ton of damage by Mew's Draining Kiss. He pivots back into Cobalion, most likely to brace himself for a Draco, which is exactly what Yaroon goes for. Yaroon opts to switch into our savior, the House Mouse, who unfortunately gets taunted. Slay at this point is just trying to lower attacks as best he can. Unfortunately, Earth Power ends up killing Torracat. Clay's prompted to switch into Dugtrio. Yaroon retaliates by going back into Latios, so that way he can get Community to levitate. Clay opts to go back into Steel Wool. Barely lives another Draco Meteor. He's not going to live a second. We end up back into the Dugtrio. Dugtrio does live, but obviously you kind of expected it at this point. Everybody else ends up going down. Conqueror ends up taking the stage again. Gets hit by a Shadow Claw, obviously. Opts to retaliate with a Facade, which just decimates their trio. Remember, this is a guts-boosted Conquilter with Facade. This thing's just wrecking 100% of the time. House Mouse takes the stage. He's not our real Lord and Savior, Hammer, but he's close enough. Mew ends up being taunted. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because one Psychic is all it takes. Rune's Lamp takes the stage. Goes for a Shadow Ball to kill this Mew. Darun goes into Venusaur. Not Darun, rather, play. Mega Evolves, obviously. One Shadow Ball, however, still does a lot of damage. Venusaur retaliates with an Earth Power, which it doesn't do enough. However, Chandler wouldn't live another. That being said, plays often to try to play it safe and get some HP back for Synthesis. Chandler dies. Our true savior, Darut Sandstorm, the Hammer. We get up with another Mega Evolution, followed by an Earthquake, which seals the deal against Mega Venusaur. Play's only got one Mon left in the form of Santa Claus, and it's not going to be enough. Low Kick gets rid of T-Tar. However, you gotta remember, this is still 2 versus 1, and he's got a guts-boosted Conquilter on the back. And as we can see, that is all it takes for your Rune to seal the deal. Ice Shard just doesn't do enough, and a single Mach Punch is all it takes.
Which begs the question, why didn't Clay run Aerial Ace?
It wouldn't have mattered.
I know
The better
it
question, Clay's immediate regret after this was, high unstable. Clay's biggest regret to this was he didn't bring any form of hazard removal.
Yeah?
And those sticky webs just kind of screwed him over entirely, because his whole game plan was being able to outspeed Darun in order to lower his offenses. And that just couldn't happen with the sticky webs on the field.
He should have learned from me. I literally traded a mon I liked away, so I had Defog.
Yep. Kevin, that's not how that works.
I'm sure about that.
Yes, there's a very specific show-off cat reward that you have to redeem the rupees for.
Alright.
Oh. Alright. BRB, grabbing cat.
Yeah, don't worry, Kevin, I got you.
Thank God. Cat's like eating, he just grabs him like, yeah, come with me.
Baby!
It's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
For the love of God, someone help me.
Yeah, these are good problems, huh? Oh, you wanna go down? Okay. There you go. There's your cat show off. I'm gonna ignore that other highlighted message. Alright. So, on to battle 3. Wade versus Tyler. Take into account, I'm a little bit salty versus Tyler right now, but I'm mostly over it. I'm not gonna let that affect my attitude too much.
Explain to me what even happened.
I got 6-0'd by a giant shrimp. That's all you need to know.
I've been there. I know your pain.
So, all that really means is that I'm gonna end up having to become a sweaty tryhard for the next 2 fights.
Great.
But I mean, hey, that's what I've been doing so far, and I mean, as much as everybody hates it, it gets results. Anyway,
I mean, at least you can get some redemption by watching this battle.
not really, because I helped Tyler build this one. But I guess I sort of do, but it's in a really fucked up sort of way, and I don't know if I'm for that. I just realized the DDD theme's still here. We should probably not do that, because that's a sin. That's a sin to your root if we leave that going there. Alright. So
As you can see in chat, I was going to put in some lyrics, and I was like, probably not the best idea if you're gonna stream this.
Yep. So, this win now feels way more valid. Indeed it does. So, turn 1 begins with Wade sending out Landorus, and Tyler up to lead with the Hippo. Landorus goes immediately for a Grass Knot. No hazards needed. That's not going to stop Tyler from setting up his own Stealth Rocks, however. Tyler then proceeds to switch into the False Roof. Takes a whopping 3% from this Grass Knot. Gee. Didn't see that coming. However, now we end up in a Super Saiyan Roof battle with the True Roof fighting the False Roof. Obviously, we can see the False Roof has gone to Super Saiyans 2, while bringing the True Roof down to Super Saiyan -1, I guess, because of the stat reduction. You know, they're just gonna keep going on. I don't know a whole lot about Dragon Ball Z, so we're done with this analogy. Skarmory is already taking some hefty damage from these body presses. Retaliating with his own body press, which also crits, because he's the True Roof. Of course he can crit. So, obviously, you know, this just turns into a body press fight, which is... One of these mons is set up, the other one isn't. And it really shows. So at this point, I was clamoring for Wade to not just set the True Roof like this. And I don't know whether or not that influenced the decision to switch, but regardless, he swaps into Toxicroak. Toxicroak's going to knock off, just get the leftovers off of him. Takes hefty amounts of damage from that body press, but it's not going to do enough. It then opts to go for Drain Punch shenanigans. Tyler now proceeds to, you know, just get those hazards away. Wade barely scrounges up enough HP to live another body press. He's just slowly whittling away at this Corviknight, because that's just what he has to do right now. Unfortunately, Tyler decides no, and just roosts. The funny skeleton man just doesn't live another body press. His bones, you know, they collapse under the pressure. Wade opts to go into Salazzle. Tyler swaps into Gyarados, who then immediately gets poisoned. Wade starts to apply some pressure with the flamethrowers. Tyler just doesn't care. He's opting to go for a Dragon Dance. Tyler then Mega Evolves. Wade reveals the trump card of Focus Sash Endeavor. Taking into account, Salazzle still outspeeds this Gyarados. Gyarados is brought down to 1 HP. He does kill the Salazzle, but it comes with the cost of his own life.
Redemption was for everybody who died to it.
I was redeemed before I even knew I was going to be. Wade then proceeds to go into Mawile. Tyler swaps into Mime, seeing Mawile immediately just becomes a coward and switches into Arcanine. I can't actually call it for that. That was the right play to make. Wade proceeds to switch into Kingdra, takes a nasty play rough. Barely survives. It's at 2%. Tyler swaps into the Hippo. Sandstorm gets back up. It's not going to save him from a crit liquidation, however. At the same time, that's going to be enough to kill Kingdra. Currently 3-4. Wade switches into Mega Mawile. Tyler opts to go into Corbinite. Takes a huge amount of damage from that Thunder Punch. Tyler also set up an Iron Defense, but it's too little too late. He's not living another. It shows. Tyler then opts to go into Arcanine, just trying to lower the HP. Wade switches into Skarmory. Arcanine teleports into Necrozma. Skarmory ends up dying to Necrozma's Heat Wave. Wade then proceeds to go into the meta. EQs. Necrozma is alive with a little under half health. Opts to start setting up some Cosmic Powers. Goes for a Moonlight.
If I have to be honest, I actually
So at this point, this is where something really dumb happens. So I wound up inadvertently wishing a crit into existence because I pointed out that at this point, Tyler can just keep setting up Cosmic Powers because there's no way for Landorus to kill this thing like in less than 2 turns without one of these hits being a crit. And of course, as soon as I say that, that happens.
Well, you said it. I fought it.
So, yeah, obviously, the Cosmic Power gets set up, but it doesn't matter. He outspeeds, he's at 3%. Crossbow's gone. A singular waft comes in, intimidates, obviously, but it's not enough. He pivots into Mime, still takes a good 32% from that EQ before Wade opts to switch into Mega Mawile. Tyler goes for Freeze Dry, try to just desperately kill that thing. Just doesn't matter. One Thunder Punch does 45% of damage. Mime's not living another. At this point, it's very apparent he's choiced. Lando closes out the game with an EQ. At this point, Tyler tried to blame me because I helped him make his team. To which my retaliation was, it's not my fault that you messed with the team afterward and changed a ton of the sets drastically.
And as usual, the meta wins.
Of course it does. The rogue meta sets they rarely work. So, our final match. Sandy versus Kevin.
Fantastic.
Y'all ready for some bullshit? Cause, we got some bullshit. Clay, you're just in time to witness the bullshit that is Sandy versus Kevin.
Fantastic.
So,
that's all I have to say.
Sorry, what?
This is a match that happened. That's all I really have to say.
Yeah.
Yaroon, I already did it. I already did do the Mass City Day thing. I was already fishing for the crit before you said it, so it wasn't all you. Plus, I had 0 help, so I essentially deserved that win if it was a 2v1. I mean, it was a 2v1 solely in the sense of I helped him team build. I was as unbiased as possible. I gave him no information about what you were bringing. And then he proceeded to blame me for his defeat, to which I responded, again, I will repeat this, it's not my fault that you messed with the teams and modified the sets afterwards. Half the sets he brought were not the sets I suggested. It is not my fault that he changed the team around after I gave it to him.
Speaking of which, you mess with Sandy's team?
No, I didn't help Sandy out in the slightest.
No. This week.
No?
The thing he helped you with, you didn't mess with it?
No.
Okay.
Brought the exact set that he wanted me to bring, and it caused me to get 6-0. Thanks, Sandy!
It was so
See,
good.
in one scenario, I cannot be held accountable for Tyler's loss because he didn't bring the sets he suggested. But in this scenario, Sandy definitely takes partial accountability. Yes, I'm still at fault for actually bringing the set and committing to it. Sandy's at fault for putting the idea in my head. Anyway.
That's still all just yours, though, because that's your own.
It's fine, because all it means is that the next 2 matches have to be me as a sweaty tryhard, which everybody hates, but you know what? It gets results, so whatever. This is just
the only person that's done that is unstable.
This is just further cemented in my head that I cannot meme in draft leagues, because every time I try to meme in draft leagues, I dump. It's not even a competition. I just completely choke whenever I try to meme in a draft league. So I'm just done trying to meme in draft leagues, period. Not happening. So, turn 1 of this fight. Sandy opts to lead out with Dig Chungus, which... Sandy.
Dig Chungus, though?
No, you can't say that. Sky Williams got canceled.
Oh, crap, he did.
Yep.
He wasn't canceled before? Like...
Well, now he's really canceled because on top of all of his other shit, people found out that he owes nearly $500,000 across multiple people for over 2 decades.
Like... I thought he was just, like, gone forever already. I haven't seen that... It's Zero Stream, so friend, upload anything in about 5 million cycles of the universe.
As it will say for the rest of time now.
Good.
So as we can see, our turn 1 is Diggersby versus an inbound package by an Amazon delivery man. You might be wondering why the Amazon delivery man's a ghost type, because he's already dead, he didn't know it. Turn 1, this rabbit decided, I didn't order this package, and proceeded to just somehow kill something that had already been killed. This Diggersby clearly has exorcist powers. It's the only logical course of action, and we just have to accept this and move on with our days.
Why is the Dragapult slower than the Dig Chungus?
Because he had 0 speed investments.
No, he's Choice-Scarfed.
Yeah, but max speed Dragapult should still outspeed.
Yes, but
Scarf
even if you were timid max speed, you still outspeed a Scarf Diggersby.
Well. It'd be like that.
Which means you are not max speed investment. Simple as that.
Well, yeah, it do be like that.
It do in fact be like that sometimes. Anyway, we find out that the Amazon employee had an eject pack because obviously this Diggersby was a known, just a known cranky recipient of packages. Clearly it was not his first incident. So the Amazon man tried to prepare. It wasn't enough though. Because he got ejected, but not in the way he wanted to. Unexpectedly, the Zastron comes in. Sandy switches into Lapras, who just water absorbs away the Hydro Pump. Big Scary Red Man comes out, gets hit by a Freeze Dry. Sandy opts to go into Crobat, allowing Kevin to set up a few Calm Minds. But it's not enough. Because, hey, he's quad weak to bug. This is what happens when you're quad weak to U-turn. You die. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Feels Hoopa, man.
Feels Hoopa, man. And people wonder why Hoopa Unbound isn't in Ubers. This is why.
What?
This right here is why.
You get O-code by a U-turn.
Technically, Hoopa was the one that started that. It was actually Malamar. Malamar was the first to get slapped by U-turn.
Right. But for Hoopa, Unbound
Oh, I
at
know,
least,
I'm
it
just
was
saying.
literally the difference between Ubers and OU. Something that just gets
Malamar-
something that gets O-code by U-turn. Just, no. Hoopa
I
makes
would
up for it by
argue-
having good stats and a good enough mood pool to be able to actually still be viable. But being able to just reliably be O-code by one of the most prevalent moves in the entire metagame is just, it's a very big flaw.
I would argue that contrary Malamar had a higher chance of being in Ubers than Hoopa Unbound.
No, because Superior's right there, and that never went to Ubers either.
Well, I mean, Superior uses Contrary in a very different way to Malamar.
Does it?
It
Yeah.
uses it to boost defense and
Yeah,
attack.
because you're just slow.
Superior just uses it to act as a more efficient sweeper. Malamar opts to actually use it to try to set up defenses.
Yeah, because Malamar is not fast enough to be able
Yeah.
to capitalize on that.
Malamar tries to go for a, long, bulky attacker sort of situation, whereas Superior just goes straight for sweeping. That's just all it needs. Anyway, Hoopa perishes, Sandy swaps back into Dig Chungus. Kevin at this point just says goodbye to the angry Amazon package because he's done. He's done trying to reason with his clients. He knocks off the toy scarf. Proceeds to, not to go for a sword stance, but at this point, Dick Chungus beats Kevin in his own game, U-turning into Nesquik, going for a Pyro Ball. It crits, not that it mattered, and Scyther's dead.
From here, it's just
Gastrodon comes in, U-turn again. I hope you're beginning to see a pattern here. Lapras comes in, gets hit by an Ancient Power. Kevin, unfortunately, he doesn't get the boosts. Tries again, but it's not enough. He gets hit by a Freeze Dry, and he dies.
It's not that I tried again. I was locked in.
I
with
know
my,
you were choiced, I know.
What choice item do you think I was?
I'm going to limb and say Specs.
Scarf.
Okay.
And here we see the place
Lapras-
where I could have done it, but
Continuously, what we don't know is that Lapras was also choiced, actually. Sandy swaps into Decidueye, takes an Energy Ball, takes a Bug Bite, just doesn't do a whole lot. U-turns again. Sandy is, slowly but surely revealing he brought basically mono pivot.
well, let's also mention that it was supposed to be Bug Buzz with my
Yeah, that was also a serious thing. So the Bug Bite from a Selgor was actually supposed to be Bug Buzz, and I guess either Showdown wonked out, or, Kevin just accidentally typed in the wrong move, or just it auto-corrected to the wrong thing. Regardless, Bug Bite was not the move that this thing was supposed to have.
I mean, even then, I don't know.
because with the with what I had made it to be, it could kill in general. Cinderace, it could kill Cinderace, Absol, and Diggersby easily with what I had made it to be. And yeah, I'd even given it Rain Dance for the Cinderace.
I try to
And
mitigate
Raw
damage
Shuriken.
from Pyro Ball.
Yeah, and Raw Shuriken. in case that some things outsped it, even though it.
So, that concludes the week 6 matches. So, that out of the way, we're going to transition to a little bit of Mario Galaxy.
Wait, actually, before you do that, now that I'm here, I actually want to make one quick comment about my match this week.
Go on.
Well, I mean, do you have it open still or no?
I can pull it up. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Good night, Moon. I'll see you next June.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Okay. So it's near the end. Obviously, I think you probably already said it, but I regretted not bringing Defog on Mew.
Yeah, I already said it.
Defog
That was
on.
like one of your immediate regrets was that you didn't bring hazard removal, and with your whole strategy of lowering Yuru's offenses, you kind of wanted to be able to outspeed him, and not having a response to sticky webs just kind of prevented you from really going through with that.
Yeah, but there's another thing that actually came
So,
up.
Kevin, that's not how that works. It's a one-time per stream reward. Spruce has already redeemed it. You're using the rupees for the wrong thing. Anyway, Clay, continue.
Just fast forward a little bit. It's way near the end of it.
Oh, you just wait, motherfucker. I'm saving up enough rupees now for that playthrough.
For which one?
Yes.
Okay, wait, no, go back. It does hold.
Porque no los dos, motherfucker!
Go back. It was right before I switched in the Venusaur.
Alright, so right here.
Yes, after the Mew, I sacked off Mew.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. This is something I talked about with your Rune and DMs 2 days afterwards because the thought just kind of crossed my mind. After he kills Mew, I could have just go. This is just a what if sort of thing, but instead of going directly into Venusaur, I actually could have gone into Weavile and hit Swords Dance.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, I know,
didn't say
but I didn't.
I didn't say Swords Dance specifically. Like, I was confused in the moment as to why he went straight for Venusaur when Weavile.
Well, no, at outspeed, yes, but I didn't. At the time, I didn't think about the fact that Weavile could easily tank a Choice Spec Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really do it like on anything else. And even with the sticky webs, I still outspelled Guitar. I killed the Conkeldurr with +2 Ice Shard.
No, it makes sense.
And Aquarin it died to Rocks plus knockoff, but the only problem is then it just goes into a constant what if game. But it's just a little fun thing I noticed. Like, it was funny. I was really sitting on my couch thinking about, I don't even remember what it was originally. And thought just crossed my mind. I was like, oh my god, I could have won that.
Just the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever think that you're not going to need hazard removal, just bring hazard removal.
Just please do.
Always bring some form of hazard removal, alright? I don't care what your gut says, I don't care what your brain says, I don't care if we're trying to stunt on them, I don't care if you're getting stunted by them. Bring hazard removal. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the only way I have.
But by the way, Hylian, what did you think about my suggestion in a mod chat about
What?
I said?
Oh! So, I do actually have all three of them on my 3DS rather. I don't have them on Wii U Virtual Console because I don't own a Wii U anymore. But
Yeah.
I should be able to pretty easily set those up in Decimame or something. And yes, it would be legal, chat. I physically own the games.
Wait, what Ranger game? Wait, what?
Yes.
Because I was about to say there's a lot more than. Well, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Because if you're talking Power Rangers, there's a lot more than just the one.
No, Pokemon Ranger.
Oh.
if you look at mod chat play, I like put them down, and I put them down in order of how much of a pain it's going to be to play them.
Anyway, we're going to transition over to Mario Galaxy. I have to give you a little bit because a while back, Microsoft's update tools are great. Because basically, to make a very long story short, I updated to the latest version of Windows 10. Every time after I update stuff, I like to use Microsoft's built-in disk cleanup tool just to try to reclaim a little bit of storage space. You don't have to do that. I just like doing it, because that's just how I am. What I didn't realize is that they changed the defaults in the newest update for some dumb reason. So basically, what it used to do was when you would boot it up and you ran it as administrator, it would basically you could let it remove all but the most recent instance of Windows 10, and it would also remove unneeded update files. Just pretty standard stuff. What I didn't realize was that it automatically checked something that said ignore important files. That's not something it used to automatically check. That used to be something you had to manually check. I didn't realize they made that change. I subconsciously clicked that button. I borked up my Windows 10 installation, and I had to reinstall Windows. Thanks, Microsoft!
Oh.
I mean,
very cool.
Remember back in October when I updated to Microsoft to a new version, and a drive failure meant that that 2 out of my 3 USB ports were unusable. So while trying to figure out like typing in Google, trying to find a solution, I had to switch out my mouse and my keyboard, because that was the PC that didn't have a screen working. And my friend came over, helped me. We solved the driver issue, but the USB driver, it still didn't work. So I had to reinstall Windows. Thanks, Microsoft.
I don't have a thanks Microsoft story, unfortunately.
Oh, don't worry.
Of course
You'll get it someday.
You'll get it someday.
I prefer never, but
No, everybody will down the line
have already had one, but I just don't really know there's any that are like monumental. Like in the same vein as what you guys are talking, I don't think I've ever had that. The worst thing I could think of is on my old desktop computer, my USB port started corrupting one after the other, and so I had to reinstall all of that. But I didn't really have to reinstall Windows because it was just driver files.
1 second, chat.
Oh, no, I can't think of one, but I don't know. I actually don't know how much fun this is. I think it's just more me being a kid. Also, why are you laughing at me?
No, you. I'll say it later. I don't want this on a recording.
Oh. Okay.
Just type it.
Yeah, probably a better idea.
I know. I forgot to say it. I'll take that dark suitor grave.
Okay then. Quick, natural.
And we have returned.
I didn't do it.
Dang it, Kevin.
You do realize that I'm just gonna be able to go back in the VOD for this shit, right?
No, he didn't say anything. We were just
I didn't-
beaming. Because I saw you coming back on the webcam on stream, and I was
No.
like, Kevin, act natural.
The thing is, I was gonna say something, but then
I
I
mean,
stopped.
yeah, he was,
But then
but-
I stopped myself because I didn't want it on recording.
Uh-huh.
Didn't actually say it, which is a step in the right direction, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you have to like reset up your controller stuff because of.
No, I was just telling Clay that I've heard your mom like in call before, but I've never actually seen her on the stream before.
I have. Oh, so you did not say that.
I did say that. We can check the what.
We can
Clay.
check it, sure, but I don't remember this conversation.
Well, then you have very short-term memory loss.
No, I just don't remember hearing this. It's not that I don't have good memory, it's just I never heard it. Because I don't think I said anything, even if you had said that. You know what? We can test it right now.
Maybe I just cut out.
Maybe we could test this right now.
Oh god. Okay. So I'm gonna have to.
Where? Here it is.
Otherwise, I'm the one with the fucking fucked up mind.
I have a really good memory. It's I'm like when you said that, I'm like, this is something you said.
One sec, chat. I have to convert a file real quick. This shouldn't take too long.
So, what religion are you converting it to?
I'm sorry.
Pastafarianism.
Wait,
Wait,
you're
say-
getting
say
on
that again?
me about my brain. Meanwhile, you just said whatever it is you just said there.
I didn't say it. No, I said, what file are you converting? What religion are you converting it to? And then he said something that I didn't.
You said something else and it made it. It sounded like you were just like.
I didn't say anything. He said. I didn't say anything. I literally said, so what religion are you converting it to? And Hylian answered me.
No, the wording of it is what I was getting on about.
Okay, really? This is just gonna continue. Okay, you know what? I'll fix that before next session. I'm just gonna have to.
So I can't hear the audio. Hold on.
Yeah, because I haven't added the create new.
You'll have to feel the vibrations from Clay and try to guess that.
You didn't say anything, Kevin.
I'm sure I did.
I
Whatever.
really just went back and listened.
Then I cut out because I said it.
Nothing was picked up. It was just you typing.
There we go. Okay. Wow. Wow, you did like doubly reverse text. You didn't even get it in the right order. You just made it Galaxy Mario Super.
Yeah.
But that one...
Alright. Super Mario Galaxy I Love You Kitchen Gun Edition. Why am I calling it this? Because we're tackling the kitchen today. And I didn't want to make any sexist jokes.
But the kitchen is inherently sexy.
Keep your fetishes to yourself, Kevin.
I don't think I ever wanted to hear that in my life.
Neither did I, and I don't think I ever want to hear it again. Remind me to censor that out of the VOD.
Yeah, do that.
Can you just censor it, Kevin?
That would take a lot of effort, but you know what? I might do it.
Well. All right. Tell me if you've heard this one before. It's not sexist. Big facts, no printer.
Just chill out in the void for a while.
Yeah, just gotta let that sink in.
We're not ready for you yet.
Are we ever ready for him?
No.
Exactly.
The HDL VG.
Happy?
There we
Yes,
go.
quite actually.
We are now playing Super Mario Galaxy. Perfect. So. Oh boy, you know what else I love? I love it when Dolphin resets my settings.
That's literally what I said.
Well, no, it kept like a lot of my video settings, so I thought it was fine. But
Are you sure about that, Clay? I didn't hear you say that, Clay.
Kevin?
oh no, we're fine. Okay.
I don't think we are fine.
No, we're good. We're good.
No, I don't think we are fine. Hold on.
When are we ever fine?
So,
It's not making sense.
when we last left off our trip to Fat Italian Plumber.
Barely never has a thing for.
He had to deal with a purple toad. Dear Mario, yada yada yada, here's 5 1-ups. Yes, I would like them right now. Why would I not want them right now? You reset my life count at the end of every time I put up the save file.
Wait, hold on. That's that shadow color alt shiny toad.
Delta species.
Oh my god.
No,
So-
no, you don't.
Real quick, we're gonna enter the library. So,
Okay, no. Shh. You're at the library.
fuck off. So, a little bit of trivia here. As you all know, this story that Rosalina tells is more or less essentially this is a story about her. Here's the thing about this. It is heavily implied that Rosalina's parents were originally from the Mushroom Kingdom.
They
Here's the
immigrated to
kicker.
space.
Originally, in development, it was planned for Rosalina and Peach to be related somehow. It was never officially stated how.
That would have to be a reach.
It was never officially stated how. Many people have come to the conclusion that it was either meant to be a mother-daughter situation, or perhaps they were meant to be sisters. But
like-
Miyamoto shot the idea down because he doesn't like story in his games for some reason. And so, as a big, somewhat of a half middle finger, they put in this story anyway just to spite him, although it was heavily altered from what it was meant to be.
That's upsetting.
Here's the thing. The story for this game was actually meant to be a lot darker than it actually is. We were going to get a very different story originally, and Miyamoto shot it down because he didn't want it.
Old people in their old ways. So stubborn.
Yep. Chapter 1, The Celestial Duo.
I mean, was he even that old when this came out?
No, he was still in like his 40s.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Old
only in his
guys in their
60s now.
habits. Let me have this, okay? Old
Our
guys in
story
their habits.
begins a very, very long time ago. In a galaxy with a very young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. The spaceship looks very familiar to one we already knew about. Coincidence? Possibly. Find out next time on Game Theory.
I'm still trying to figure out how you would even make that reach as to say they're somewhat family tied.
No, because it was confirmed to the developer interview.
No, I know, but I'm saying like how that would I'm saying not necessarily in terms of them doing it. I'm saying how they would do that in the story. That would make any sort of logical sense.
So it was. We don't know for certain, but some theories were Rosalina was supposedly meant to be Peach's daughter from a previous cycle. Because as the game establishes later on, this isn't the first time that Rosalina has rebooted the universe.
Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like that just you're grasping at straws to make that connection.
Another theory was she was meant to be Rosalina's long lost cousin or something. We don't know for certain how they were intended to be related. We just know that originally at some point in development they were meant to be related somehow.
I know, but that's the thing. I just can't think of a good way for that.
Probably one of the reasons why he got shot down, honestly. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child. Also, how can you talk? Where's your mouth? Why are you crying? Can you even cry? Are you going to blow up on me?
What the fuck? And there goes the first person, Lena.
I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. There was also an orb next to them. Don't pay too much attention to it. The girl now had ostrich legs.
The orb? Yeah, the orb.
It
Why are
came
you
from
so
the-
calm about this?
I'm more worried about the space octopus.
The space ball. Ah!
That one. This is fine.
By the way, just real quick, I went back to the stream when that happened, and oh my god, this is one of the most. It's so amazing. When I asked you to go out because there's a monster outside, you're like, okay, what do we have? Oh god!
Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. Here's
You
a
have a
telescope.
family?
I somehow pulled this out from somewhere. We don't know where. At nightfall,
Infinite.
At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. Who was her father? Nobody knows. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Except for all these very weird white dots in the sky. Some people thought they were stars. In actuality, they were just really, really tiny frosted flakes. Part of a delicious breakfast.
Not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Finally, the little girl sighed and said, Luma, if we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon. Unfortunately, I am not actually possible of aging. This is all just a video game, but I have to just kind of play along with it anyway, because these sort of existential
People want
crises...
lore.
That and these existential crises, they're just not part of my script, so I kind of need to get
Have
paid
to
and
improvise.
get back to my apartment. But then, she had an idea. What if we both played bad cop?
Yeah.
Breaking Bad's a good show. Have you seen my jelly?
Oh my god.
Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?
How do you do that? You're actually, I guess you're kind of older at that point because years have
The
gone
girl
by.
and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began. In the hole.
Where's the celestial mother?
In the hole.
She's at work. Oh my god.
Okay, where does she
Where
work? In the hole.
Oh.
Chapter 2, Starbits.
Press A to flip table.
Days passed with no sight of the comet, or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl, above the rubble of the valley. Jam? Where did you store the jam? In the hole. Before they left, she packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea. But...
Wait, so she packed the jam?
I forgot to bring water! Now I'm going to dehydrate and die. How can I breathe out here, by the way? At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter and the girl began to pout. As long as I have star bits, I'll be fine, said Luma. What, some? The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this.
I mean, I would stay mad.
Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. Suddenly, something flew into her mouth. It was a baby orb.
What does that mean? Oh, you could have turned into orbs. What?
This is fine. Still can't blood. Alright, maybe just a nibble. Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect star bits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. At one point, she actually did fall out, and for some reason, she nearly fell to her death, despite the fact that there shouldn't even be gravity in space. How this makes sense, I don't know. You just kind of go along with it.
She upbeat back to the stage.
She tried to go for a blast. She tried to, upbeat back to the ledge, but unfortunately, she got two-frame punished by rogue ice climbers, who then, Nana then proceeded to pull a kamikaze, and she sacrificed her own life in order to kill her. The end. Sopo is still undefeated. Some say he's still roaming around to this very day.
Be fearful. Be mindful. You could get jacked by Sopo himself.
The star bits tasted like the blood of my enemy. I mean, honey. Yes, honey.
Oh, still blood cut.
That should do it for today.
But so that doesn't answer anything. That gives you more questions.
Yeah, well, the way it works is that as you start completing more and more locations, like the more and more chapters become available.
No, I'm memeing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure because I'm not 90% of the people who I knew growing up who played this game never actually bothered to go into the library at all.
No, I mean, literally, it's funny how times haven't changed in terms of this aspect. I still just explore every part of the map, every area I can.
Oh yeah, no, that's always been... Well, a lot of my friends were like, I just want to go to levels. I was like, okay.
I don't understand that.
I'm like, okay, cool, but I want to explore
There's
shit.
fun to be had
Look at
outside
all
the
this
level.
beautifully crafted areas. I want to explore that shit.
Yeah, which is why I'm actually... Now I want to go play Ghost of Tsushima. I'm probably will in a minute.
Stay for a few more minutes.
Oh.
We have discovered an enemy base in the region. We can only hope they are not misusing the power of that poor Grand Star. I've said this line before, haven't I?
We would hope that the bad guys to not be just bad guys, but bad guys be bad guys. Before I forget, real quick, the reason I made the thing about the toad was during Sev's during his origami playthrough, there was a point where he was having to find a specific toad, and in the chat, I was in the chat and I was making the comment of oh, but Sev, what if it's shiny? And funny enough, when he actually did finish the main thing, it was a blue toad instead of a red. So I was like, see, I told you. Shiny toad. And then we ran across yellow, and then I was like, okay, that one is color alt. And then we ran into green, and I'm like, oh, well, that's just shiny green color.
No. That's deceased Toad.
Not an
Sunken
origami.
treasure in the Beach Bowl Galaxy. So, this is both one of my favorite and at the same time least favorite levels in the
Water level!
I love it
Water.
because of the atmosphere. Like, this is just a beautifully crafted world. I hated it because it's a water level.
Water world. Yeah, it's, I don't understand what the games... I mean, sometimes it's actually really good, but then I don't know what it is with games and, like, high-end developers, but they just really think water segments are really fun to do. They're not. The only one I could think of that would be good is, like, pretty much any of the, Tomb Raiders stuff.
Students are distracted by the Sparklies. Sparklies. I'm gonna break this frame.
No, the Lucky Charms.
Well, that's why they're distracted. They're distracted by food.
So here's how this works. You have you have basically 3 forms of swimming. You can press A to do a breaststroke, which gives you a little bit of the speed. Hold A to do just sort of like a little, just normal swimming, not very slow. Or you can spin to use a little bit of your air to go really fast. You slowly lose air over time. You can replenish your air by either going up to the surface, going into an air bubble, or, because for some reason, since capitalism just solves all problems, you can collect a coin.
Yeah, coins give me air. I don't know how that works. Wait, so that means wait, so that means, like, does Mario have, like, a hidden, breathalyzer that converts air into coins? Or coins into air?
Uh...
I feel like I stumbled upon something too great.
We're covering some dark stuff.
Look, he even has the room on the back of it. So, Mario's a god. I know too much.
I think we can never go back to how things were now.
Or just by collecting anything you get airs. Wait, does that mean Mario just eats everything he gets? And that's his life source?
He's got a ton of nickel poisoning if that's the case.
Maybe he's immune.
Maybe he's just made of metal. Maybe he is Metal Mario.
No. There's more. No.
This is a bucket.
Dear God.
There's more.
No. It's pink. Pig. See, that's what I always have, like, hard times, like, doing, because, like, while it is cool that, like, the world is, like, just basically just a floating island, I cannot say how many times I got distracted by something or someone, and I would fall off the map. Because, you know,
Yeah.
endless pit of Space Boy. Hi, Verona. Hi, Verona. There's a bunny. What's my tag? Get it. play tag. So,
Yeah.
good aim, Braun. I don't know what you were trying to hit with that. Concartion, is that you?
Yeah. I think you mean Galari and Pyokimuku. That's really what it should have been.
I'm sad that it wasn't that. No.
Damn it, they thought of that.
I was about to say, I don't think you can do that because that's not a wall. Wall you can. What are you trying to do?
I was trying to long jump.
No, the slams. Like you kept trying to do slam the moment you hit the button. That. Welcome to Game Theory. This is Andre from Gaming Explained, and today we're going to cover what the heck this is.
Today we're going to do another 40-minute video on this 3-second long trailer.
So if you look right here, if you squint your eye very closely and put your face directly up to your screen, you can make out that it says, "I don't care."
A new chapter has been added to the storybook. A hungry Lumba has appeared. Passing the swim test. Gotta make sure we can show them that we know how to swim. Otherwise, they're gonna drown us. This actually got really bored, but let's not continue with this.
Oh my god.
What?
Put it in your kids' recent images. You should probably show it on stream because, oh my god, the amount of times we have quoted this in the past few days alone.
Oh.
Fine.
Okay, yep. Give me a sec. This is fine.
This is fun.
This is fine.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
That's really good.
It was funny too because I wasn't really even searching that because I was just scrolling down Twitter.
In this test, you must collect shells in the ocean. If you bring me the gold shell, it's an automatic A for you.
Hi. Thank
Hi.
you. These people doing?
We continue with Mario Galaxy. Alright, I got the shell. Now bring it over to Mr. Penguin Man, and we won.
Oh, excuse me.
Here's a big gold medal for you. I don't know why we carry on to these things. What do you mean you have to go save the world?
What do you mean?
Nice job on
Oh,
the
yeah,
test,
highly-
but are you even one of my students? They're on to me!
Hylian, did you see the thing I DM'd you, by the way?
Yes. Also, I got 6-0'd. I blame you.
That's not my fault!
You're the
I
worst.
gave
I
you.
said.
No, I suggested the idea. You didn't have to do it.
Exactly. He may have been the person that gave
It's
you
fine,
the code.
because
Plus,
all this
here's
means...
the other thing. At any point in time, you could have swapped out, but you didn't.
You probably should have. Not even probably
I
should
fucking...
have.
I just got overcome with hatred for Light Guard. I fucking hate that thing. Every single time, you just need encore, encore, encore. I hate it. Whatever. All this did is just reaffirm my stance of I'm done memeing in draft leagues, because every time I meme in draft leagues, I get swept. Anyway, it's time for the secret under green. No, under sea. I mean, I guess it technically is under green because there's green. Whatever.
Under the sea.
Under the sea. If you keep this up, I will get copywritten today.
Sorry. I'm in a Disney mood because me playing Kingdom Hearts 2.
Don't hit the wall on the ocean floor with the shell. It would break, Ed. Don't break the wall with a shell. Okay? I'm serious. Gee, I wonder what could be behind the wall with the shell.
Shell.
Nah. Camera.
I'm really glad I actually went through and pulled up Twitter because of like how expensive it was and stuff. The first technical casualty of the Civil War was killed during a 100 gun salute. Cannon prematurely discharged and killed Private Daniel Howe, the 1st U.S. artillery. The more you know.
Thank you, Goofy, for reminding your junior heroes are not real heroes. Also, Jesus Christ, I hate the Pegasus. They're not horse enough.
Not worse enough.
Oh, by the way, so you remember how it's like, you guys know the horses over thing, right? So apparently, a group of friends I'm pretty sure I have already told that story to. I had to tell that story to. And God, the entire call was lasting a fucking hour. Because someone said fucking dinger nails, like deer fingernails.
Sure.
Christ. Oh no, Phil!
That's dumb. I'm gonna head out.
Alright.
I'll, I do need to start building for you, Kevin, though, at some point. Do it tomorrow, probably. Wait.
Bye.
I just realized Kevin's been in here and he hasn't said a word.
Yeah. Just gotta work my way up there.
Oh yeah, also, how did the recap go? Because I wasn't here for it.
Well.
It's good. Also, when's your rune's bye week, by the way?
She's week 9.
So it's not this week, it's the next one?
It's the week after next is his bye week.
Oh, because me and him do it, but he's going on vacation Wednesday?
Yeah, I know. He told me he wanted at least 1 week off during vacation, so I told him week 9.
Yeah. So me and him can do it before then. He asked me to do Sunday, but they both laying down on the ground. Yeah, my schedule Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday yet, so I don't have set times I can do it.
Fast foes of the Cyclone Stone. Alright, that's that star out of the way. So if memory serves, the whole... So we'll start with this one, just sneak behind the waterfall. Yeah. I remember as a kid, it took me hours to find that one.
Are you playing the original Mario Galaxy or is it the second one again?
Original.
Yeah. Mario Galaxy 2 is actually the first game as a child I tried to 100%. Like, I tried finding, like, every star, every comet petal. I never actually ended up getting it when I was younger, but I need to get it now.
See, the thing about Mario Galaxy 2. I 100%ed that game except for the very last level because they wanted to get through the whole thing in one point, and I just couldn't.
And then the green stars.
Oh no, I did all the green stars. And this is our first instance. You have transformed into Ice Mario. Shake your Wii remote to skate. You can walk on water too.
Wait, was this the debut game of Ice Mario? I could have sworn it wasn't.
But it was a very different take on Ice Mario compared to other games. Ice Mario was reworked in every Mario game since then. This can essentially be a complementary power to the Fire Flower. So the whole purpose of this, we have to build... That's a little bridge for Cataquack friends, and bam, get it into the start.
Yep.
Alright, that's that one that's that galaxy. Let's go take care of this hungry Lumo, who's conveniently located right outside the kitchen. I love you, Space Kitchen Gun!
Bang, bang, bang.
This
it's
Space
delicious.
Kitchen Seek is filthy, but just a few shots from the Space Kitchen Gun. And it sparkles like new. You Space Kitchen Gun. I literally have titled the stream "I Love You Kitchen Gun Edition." The Drip Drop Galaxy has appeared. Giant Eel Outbreak. Ever since those big eels showed up, we haven't caught any fish. Get rid of those big eels. This is also actually our first introduction to red shells. Red shells are a lot like green shells in this game, except they also bring over their defining characteristic from Mario Kart, in that they home in on things.
Kill Pete, you need to die.
And Starget.
Oh boy, Scarget.
You've got frickin' Disney on my brain now.
Look, man, I'm the one playing the Disney. That's why I have
Yeah.
Disney on the brain.
Galaxy complete. Let's take care of the bubble race galaxy, shall we? So it's a very short one. Through the poison swamp. It's like a normal swamp, only poisonous. So here's the whole gimmick of this stage. Hey, before you ride into bubbles, let yours truly feel bored. Bend your ear for a sec. You can move around in your bubble by holding down A, but do it while your star is blowing on the bubble. If you go too far to one side, use the pointer to blow on the other side. You now have the whole gimmick of this stage. Also, you can't take a single hit, because if you do, you will fall into the water, which instantly kills you. Hey, I forgot to tell you something. So if you get in a bubble and you want to get back to the surface, just press Z to get down. Oh yeah, as you get pinched between moving obstacles, the big bubble's going to burst, so watch out. Gotta say, I love how he gives you this advice after you're like halfway through the stage.
Alan, was that Clef, and did that Clef end up having Baton Pass?
What?
Did that Clef end up having Baton Pass on it?
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, I just realized that would have been a no, because you would be passing the speed from the Salaxberry. According to Tyler, it's true, because we banned speed passing plus other stats.
Yep. Bam. One and done.
Oh, yeah.
And now for...
I forgot the horse stands on two legs in this scene.
the other one-star world of this level, the Void Base Galaxy. We must infiltrate the floating fortress. So, fun fact about this stage. This is the only other stage of the game to feature Torpedo Teds.
Yes.
There's only one other galaxy in the entire game with Torpedo Teds in them, and it is the Hungry Luma gate. And it's the Hungry Luma for the kitchen, which we have already tackled. So yeah, this is the only time we get to. This is one of the only 2 times we actually get to see them in this entire game.
I know the famous line. I gotta get up on the Hydra's back. No, I missed. I still get up on the Hydra's back. Again.
And here we have one of the few green stars in this game. There's only 3 of them in this game, as opposed to the many that are in Galaxy 2. Well, technically, there's only 6, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, yeah.
You got a hidden star! You rescued a green power star. These stars have a special power. Ask the green Luma about them. After all, they will transform into green power stars someday.
Ask Luigi. And spoiler alert, Luigi's in this game.
Yep, if though we haven't actually seen it yet. Thank you for helping me. I am a guardian of the Trial Galaxies. To restore the doorway, you will need the power of 2 others like me. Basically, there's 6 green stars in total. There's 3 behind, there's 1 for each trial, and there's 3 scattered throughout the galaxies that we can actually access. We need to get the 3 in galaxies, and then we can actually use this.
God, honest to God, if you played a drinking game where every time someone said Sora, Donald, and Goofy's name in like the same, you would get batshit drunk by like third world.
Yeah. Now to take care of the actual star for Boy Base Galaxy. Shattering that, we've actually lifted up the level. Now, we can actually progress.
Very stupid. There it is. What?
Do-do-do-do.
Oh boy. I'm doing a boss that I should be doing now. I think. We're actually supposed to be doing this. So let's see how this goes. Wait, I think you scale with your level? Or something like that? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
And now, on to the Ghostly Galaxy. Luigi and the Haunted Mansion. I guess you could say this is Luigi's Mansion. They know what they did.
Yes.
Do this.
Oh, no.
Boy.
We detected
So, by
signs
the
of
way,
Luigi in this galaxy. I hope he hasn't been eaten by ghosts.
So, by the way, if you used a ghost room and you're Luigi, would you be Luigi?
Yes. New enemies here. Pumpkin Boomas. What's no? Pumpkin Goombas. Pumpkin Goombas. I can't talk for some reason today. They are like normal Goombas, except they walk very slowly and they leap behind little fire as they walk that if you touch, you will take damage from. They cannot be killed. They can be killed in one of two ways. Either spin to break their helmet, at that point they become a normal Goomba, or you could kill them directly by ground pounding. Another enemy here, spiders. They have to be spun into multiple times in order to be killed. You can also stomp directly on them, although it can be a little bit tricky. Another enemy here. Boos! Boos function a little bit differently in this game. As you can see, they follow typical Mario things where, you know, they move towards you if you're facing away from them. If you're facing towards you, they stay still. But they're also affected by your spin. You cannot kill a Boo directly. You can change its position with your spin, but the only way to directly kill a Boo is by bringing it into a light. Like that. Ghosts hate the light.
Okay, really. Ooh.
There we go. For that one, we get a key. What is the key to? Well, obviously an open door.
Oh.
That we can continue onward.
Oh, great. Of course.
Mario! Woohoo!
This is written in Booish. Apparently, that's a language.
Why? Why did they do this so early?
But now, you're transformed into Boo Mario. We can shake the Wii Remote to vanish.
Oh, wait.
When in Boo form, press A repeatedly to float. Shake to go turn transparent. You can go through bars. Now, unfortunately, we can't just go to him in Boo form because we scare him. So, what we have to do is conveniently go to this lamp right here, touch it to revert back to normal, and do this.
Sorry.
Bro, you finally can. I got lost with the toads, it was terrible, but I found a power star, so that makes up for it, right?
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's go home.
With me, Luigi. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mom,
Welcome back.
look.
I can see your brother from here. If you ask him, I bet he'll help you search the power stars. And I'm sure he has a lot to tell you. You should go speak to him over there by the garage.
Whee! Whee! Woohoo! Hey!
Bro, you're looking for power stars, right? Let me help. I think you might have missed one in the Good Egg Galaxy. If I find it, I'll write you a letter. Keep your eyes peeled for it. Basically, there are certain stars in this game that you can only obtain through Luigi. You cannot find them otherwise. You actually have to wait for Luigi to find them and send you a letter, and then you actually can unlock the level.
Shit, that one shot me? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep trying. It,
Let's finish up the Ghost of the Galaxy. A very spooky sprint.
Yes! Yeah!
But we're not going to do that because this is Secret Star.
well, great. You can't stand still, you motherfucker. do it. Oh, or you could just instantly put me into stasis.
Oh, yeah.
You have a letter from Luigi. I
Hey.
got a star, but now I can't get back. This picture shows where I am. Help me.
Thanks.
You had to save me again. I knew I could count on you, bro. What? Power star? Yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Swear to God, really? Oh my God, really? I just get back into this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can't even tell. That's not.
Now for the actual second stage of Ghostly Galaxy. So you're after it too? Will you have to race me for it? Sure. We will race Sebu. Here we go. Okay, barely we lose. But guess what? He kills you! Fucking kills you for not being first. Your life's on the line! Promise. So take this star.
Oh, yeah.
Beware of Boulder Geist. So, this is honestly probably one of my favorite boss battles in any Mario game. And it's also going to introduce a new mechanic along with it.
Yes.
What is that new mechanic? The new mechanic is actually, this guy. These new special type of boos. Unlike the other boos, they blow up if they hit you. But also unlike them, is when you spin, you actually can grab them.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, end of the way. Only one galaxy left. Bowser Jr.'s Airship Armada. Sinking the airships. You just don't give up. Fine, then. I guess I'll just whip you yourself. You want this Grand Star Hill bag? You're gonna have to take it from me. You got a Grand Star! It's Grand Damn! Just like that. Opened up the bedroom. Thanks to you and your friends, all of the domes on the lower level are working again. Once the engine room of the upper level has power, the whole observatory will be working. And the conservatory will the starship looks like.
When you're done. What's up, Witch? Yeet.
One second, chat. All right. Let's go take care of that Daredevil comment, and if there's nothing else comment-wise at that point, we'll call it there. So, here's how Daredevil comments work, since I don't think we've actually had any up to this point. You only get one hit point. If you get hit, you die. It's that simple. Seriously, just the one straggler rock, that's what gets me? I'm sorry for the lack of talking. I'm entering focus mode, guys. Thank God. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that looks like that's gonna be it for now. So join us next time where we continue onward and we venture into the bedroom. See you guys then.